Hey, welcome back to my Fallout New Vegas walkthrough. This should be part 5, and in the last part, we did several prerequisite tasks for the quest Come Fly With Me. Namely, getting the isotope and the thrust control modules. And with those two items in hand, we'll have to do no backtracking when we head to the Repconn facility with our new companion Boone. He's right here. Hello, Boone. So we have a little posse now. 3 of us. Let's take a quick look at his stats. Yeah. Fairly standard. His intelligence is fairly low, but he's very perceptive and his agility is pretty good. Eddie should have fairly high perception. Indeed, he has nearly 10, and his luck is also fairly high, which makes sense considering how far he came. Oh, did I forget? I did. Now, if you have Eddie with you, I would recommend coming over to Old Lady Gibson here, and just talking to her once will begin the quest for, or the companion quest for Eddie. And I recommend getting this quest started as soon as you can.
Hi there.
Because there's a 2-day waiting period after you activate the first voice module.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project
if you
for the
recall,
combat model iBots.
Adams Air Force Base was the encampment, I guess. You had to, not really encampment, but it was a base you had to infiltrate and I believe destroy, depending on who you side with, in the Broken Steel DLC from Fallout 3. So that was sort of the very, as far as you could go in Fallout 3, that was where you'd end up.
iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was cancelled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor,
I remember that Hellfire armor.
To the Navarro outpost.
Fairly formidable, if I recall correctly.
If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it
Not
needs
exactly.
so it can continue to Navarro.
Yes. So Eddie's mission was to head from Adams Air Force Base on the East Coast in DC all the way over to Navarro on the West Coast in California. And judging by the fact that he made it all the way to Prim, I'd say he did a fairly good job. He's almost there. And I have a feeling that after our dealings are done, he will have no issues completing his journey. But I'm happy to have his support with me as I traverse these wastes. Now, approaching the road here, you'll notice a corpse lying, and as you approach it, you'll begin getting irradiated, as it's a glowing one. Glowing one are feral ghouls who have been so irradiated that their very skin shows evidence of it, and simply being near them will cause you to be irradiated as well. They also are capable of discharging a significant amount of radiation in a blast around them, and this will heal nearby ghouls and do respectable damage to you as well, usually crippling a few limbs, so
All mine.
you should be wary of that when fighting them. They are, of course, melee enemies. Most ghouls are. So keeping your distance, crippling legs, good idea. Or just killing them before they can get to you. So here we have another glowing one. And I'm going to attempt to keep my distance by running away. There we go. And he's down. They're also a little bit tougher than their feral counterparts. Of course, they are also feral, it's just they get a unique name due to their glowing appearance. At least I hope they're feral. Suppose they might be sentient and would merely be seeking revenge for their kinsmen that we've slain so thoughtlessly. Although, in our defense, they did attack us first. Or at least they growled threateningly at us and ran at us. Maybe they just wanted to give us a hug. Ghouls are so misunderstood. Clearly. If hideous. But, you know, looks can be deceiving. I mean, it's often that they aren't, but it's possible. 44 Magnum rounds, that's a rare find. I can't think of many weapons that would really be worth using with those. Although, the mysterious Magnum is a very fun weapon, at least. It's a 44 revolver that plays the same sound that the mysterious stranger makes when he arrives in your vats whenever you draw it. And there are some funny bugs around it where the sound will just play awkward moments and all that wonderful Bethesda bugginess sort of exists. I'm gonna make a quick save here. There's going to be a number of enemies up ahead, and I don't want to have to walk all the way back here if I mess up terribly. Okay. Let's see. Looks like they're all roamers. I think I missed that one. Did not miss that one. And I missed this one. Oh, there's a fourth. And only one of them knows I'm here. Boone got him for me. Damn. They're tricky buggers. I'll give them that. I didn't expect them to be predictable, but this is certainly unpleasant, I suppose. My ammo is getting kind of low with my right away. That's nice. My rat slayer. Suppose these guys can be construed as vermin if you're feeling a little bit discriminatory. Although they are, in a way, as they're infesting this facility here. Although this dead fellow, at least used to be, sane. And perhaps it's not his fault for descending into madness, as these guys have. Looks like I hit one. No, I hit both of them. Boone, I have no idea why you drew your machete there. Thought I had mods to fix your bugginess, but once a Bethesda game, always a Bethesda game, I guess. You know, that's part of the charm, in my opinion. Lots of these ash piles have rebar clubs. And that's evidence of them being nightkin. One of their favorite weapons is Rebar Club. Stealth boys here. Make note of that. They are relevant to the story of this place. Or at least the story of it now. Or the state of this place, I guess is a better way. And inside, we're going to immediately be greeted by Chris.
Hey, over here. Are you listening? Go to the big room on the east side of this building and take the metal staircase all the way up. And hurry. Let's hope you do.
So he's requesting our help, and it would be rude for us not to oblige. And looks like we've got company. Plenty of energy weapons here if you're interested. Plasma for those who like damage at the cost of accuracy,
All mine.
or I suppose reliability would be a better way to put it. Plasma rifles are not less accurate. However, their projectiles travel at a I'd say medium speed. So it's possible that your target will move out of the way before it's able to hit its mark. Oh, hello. Oh, is that Eddie? That's all this hits. I didn't think it would. 75 or 74, I guess. I'm not lucky enough for that to work.
Can't
I
run.
I recognize the trends game. Very dark in here. But the lights are out, so that makes sense, I suppose. I know there's a door around here somewhere. Alright, I want to get my survival up a little bit so I can cook those steaks later. And round up my repair. And I believe, medicine's never really a wasted area to put points into. Neither is guns if you're going to use them. I always like to take strong back. It's a very potent perk. Especially if your strength isn't too high. Although you need the strength of 6 at least to use it, so that sort of goes against what I just said. I think I'm going to start doing these minigames just for the hell of it. I kind of miss doing it, honestly. It's been so long, even though I don't really have to. Lots of parts in here. If you can get into it, the crafting system in this game is honestly worth it. But you kind of have to know what you're doing. And it does require a decent amount of, I guess tonnage is the word for it, between you and your companions. Carrying around a lot of junk, or at least having a good storage space. Having a good place to put your loot. Or extra items, I guess, is a nice start. So like a player home. There's one you can get in Novak after you do this quest even. Speaking of. But I don't think we're going to bother with that. Hunting revolver. Fairly potent pistol. Requires 45-75 DOTVs. Are probably one of the most, I'd say the second most rare form of ammunition in this game. Behind the 50s, or the 50 MGs for the AMR, anti-material rifle. Ugh. A little bit rusty, but I think I still got it. Now, given the darkness in here, we can make some good use of Boone's companion perk, which will highlight enemies with a sort of reddish glow. As you see here, I didn't even see him. That's bad. That's actually very bad. I'm not sure where my companions are. I'll have to deal with that on my own. Thank you, Bats. I think his head is very intact after that.
All mine.
Dr. Wasteland, MD. I like Dr. House, MD. It was a simple show, but it was a good show. fairly cliched, but, you know, Dr. House was enough to carry it, I believe. Hugh Laurie's a great actor. I didn't even know that he was an Englishman until I was well into it. So, pleasant surprise to hear him in an interview. I hear a nasty little ghoul. Oh yeah, you having fun? Looks like he tried to speak there, but looks like he's not going to try again for long. Cortana. Cortana, please. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn that off next time because Cortana apparently just heard me say suck and began doing a Google search for it. It's pretty good. You know, I can totally understand that. Maybe you'll be able to tell why she heard that later. So, Mr. Haverson, well, you didn't see his name, but that's his name. The guy who sounds like a ghoul, but he's really just a human who thinks he's kind of a ghoul. He has some abandonment issues, I'd have to guess. He asked for us to go upstairs and help him, but we're going to cut some time and save us some backtracking. You know, it's not that much backtracking, but it's enough to make me want to take the more efficient route, just because I can, and it's not much of a bother. And the lock isn't that hard either, just easy. So. In the basement, there's a few things you can do here. I don't even think... Well, I guess I'll explain it as I go.
Dark in here. If you want to use a scope, I can spot for you. Keep it together.
Having Boone with you will help if you're trying to fight. What I recommend doing is avoiding combat down here and following the exact route I'm going to show you. Because combat here is completely unnecessary and these enemies are fucked. This could end badly. If so, I'll reload and stop talking and move. I usually just go straight towards. Oh my! I'm just gonna let it happen. Oh, he missed. Oh man, get good. Okay, he got good. He's good enough. As I was saying, enemies here are very tough. Lots of HP, and the rebar clubs will do a number on your health bar. So, I will get on that route as quickly as I can because that guy likes to walk around that corner at a decent rate. So just keep calm and move this way. Just keep going down this hallway, and you'll come across this locked door with a dead Nightkin in front of it. And it appears his head has been blown off. So we'll unlock this door and see what lies beyond. What a surprise, it looks like it's a ghoul. Now, a few options here. Essentially, he's a bodyguard for the Bright Followers who was trapped down here when the Nightkin moved in. And his companion, well, he's going to ask you to look for his companion. I'm going to tell you right now, she's dead. And the rewards for going and looking for her, besides, like, experience from killing the Nightkin, is basically nothing. You don't even get karma for doing it, and he just says thank you, and there's no more interaction with him. So, being a utilitarian, I'm just going to shoot him in the head. I'm sorry, Harland. You're not worth my time. He sets traps for you as well. I'm just going to loot his corpse, which is currently up on the catwalk, by interacting with his head. And there we are, folks, my first hunting rifle. Fairly bad condition, but with my repair skill and some repair kits, I should have that up and running very soon. Now, you need explosive skill to disarm this. So unless I have a Patriot's cookbook, I do not. I'm simply going to have to avoid this because my explosive skill is very low. Even with the Patriot's cookbook, I would need... how much is it? Did it say 23? 28, correct? Yeah. I can't even hope to disarm that. So just make sure you avoid that one. That's the least obvious one. There's also bear traps in here. But if you just kind of edge around. You can go back there and wander around the lower area. You can get some ammo if you need 12 gauge. But I don't. And for that reason, I'm just not going to bother. There's a terminal down on the bottom level as well. If you interact with it, it will explode. So just back away if you really want to bother with it. But other than that, there's some chems on the ground here. And make sure you grab the 308 ammo on the ground next to Harlan's corpse. Well, not his corpse, but where he would be standing. Dead or alive. I'm not going to assume that you killed him. You're not that bad. You're not a bad person like me. Yeah, get some jet. Sell to some addicts later. Okay, maybe I'm kind of a bad person. And I'm pretty sure I won't take fall damage, but I'm going to be careful because I'm not entirely used to the fall damage mechanics with Project Nevada. I was going to laugh if there was a bear trap in that little corner there. Oh, I forgot the most important part about this room, the reason why I really came here besides the ammo. So the reason why I went straight down here, instead of going up to talk to the ghouls, is because they're going to ask us to clear out the Nightkin in this area. And there's a couple ways you can do that. You can brute force it, or if you check this terminal, there are 3 messages here, essentially detailing that they accidentally had a Stealth Boy shipment sent here, and as a result, yeah, okay, that's really mature employees. So, as a result of some workplace misbehavior, namely sexual harassment, the shipment was sent back. And with this note in hand, we are going to take it to the leader of the Nightkin here and explain to him exactly why he's not going to get a fix for his addiction. And hopefully he won't bash our faces in. Ooh, I almost just made a grave mistake. Very mindful of these traps. I guess if you wanted it, you could go through for the experience and just disarm everything, but I don't think it's really worth it because in the amount of time you could disarm all the traps, you could also just be killing enemies or progressing in the game. But if you're really desperate for experience, you could...
Visitor. An assassin, more like. I say kill it, Antler, for safe sake. Hmm?
That is definitely not a dead moose.
Why you come here?
There is no antlers involved. Or, sorry, there are no antlers involved. Unless Antler isn't even the skull he's talking to.
Who is Antler?
Who is Antler?
Antler, the human asks about you. What do I tell it? All right. All right. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Who Antler is.
Yeah, he's definitely schizophrenic.
Why that you deal with me?
Ah. Is Antler the Brahmin skull over there?
Cut it out, human.
Okay. Maybe I can help you.
Good. Antler brought us here for a reason. Why was that, Antler? Right. A piece of paper. Shipment invoice. Hundreds of stealth boys sent here a long
yes. About that.
But stealth boys must be in the one room. One we don't search yet.
I have bad news for you.
What you saying, human?
Yeah, it was sent back. Thanks to some
Liar.
raunchy
The
humans.
invoice said stealth boys here. Antler read it out loud to me. But invoice note said stealth boys were here. What, Antler? But human could be lying. Oh, Antler, you trust so easy. Your lucky day, human. Antler, believe you. Nightkin will follow the new note.
You know, I'd like to believe that my persuasive skills are decent, and the Antler is just a, you know, what's a projection of this Nightkin's psyche, and that he believes what I said, but it's probably just schizophrenia. And the only reason why he listened to me was because he's literally insane. So that kind of says something about me, but let's just keep moving. I mean, I did just murder an innocent ghoul. Oh, he's probably not innocent, but... probably not worthy of being shot in the head. So, with that problem solved, without even knowing what the problem was, hey, if you're really lucky, maybe you even did this without me telling you to. We're going to head up and report to our ghoul companions. Oh, they're not companions yet, but...
Alright, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in.
And you're not a ghoul.
Are you ugly?
Oh, thanks for that, man.
The great one can be
I love being
found
called ugly.
upstairs.
I'm into that sort of thing. So you can head upstairs. There's actually, I think, 2 stairwells in this area. And swing right in here and close the door. And grab right-of-ways. Because, hell, they're not going to need them.
Hey,
Hi. Oh, don't worry about Chris. He'll be fine. He's not going to be working here for much longer anyway. And no, I'm not going to kill him. Ooh. That looks shiny. This is an implant from the Project Nevada mod. Just, you know, drag it into the corner. That's a quick tip. If you want to lose something, you can move around. Just drag it into a dark corner, anywhere where no one's looking, and just joink it. No one will know. Okay, Bright, where are you? Spent too much time looting and not enough time looking for you. Did you go upstairs while I was looking for you downstairs? Are you really gonna pull that card? I think he did. This is terrible. It's karma. Even though I don't have necessarily bad karma right now. Hi.
Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble
You got some
surroundings.
interesting
Our true home awaits us
visual
in the far beyond. Have you come to help us
tearing
complete the great journey?
on your head there, friend.
You're referring to Chris. We had the same discussions when he first appeared. Soon,
Okay, maybe he's insane too, you know, lots of crazy people around here. But at least they listen to me, so there's that.
we wish to escape the barbarity of the wasteland, especially the violence.
You know, I mentioned bigotry,
of its human
and
inhabitants.
I'm gonna be honest,
The Creator
you kind of remind me of Glowing One, and that makes me a little bit uneasy.
Preparations for the great journey were nearly complete when the demons appeared.
Now, I don't recommend doing it, but you can kill this guy, and you'll get a very respectable piece of light armor that also increases your rad resist by a good amount. So, if you don't care about this quest, or the reward, which is a very large amount of experience and reputation with Novak, then by all means, shoot him in the face.
The demons appeared from nowhere.
Although you can expect the ire of his compatriots should you do so.
The demons are invisible.
Yeah. Nightkin, they're annoying. Yeah, they're gone.
Praise the Creator. I hope you will come find us.
Yeah. Alright. You're welcome. Praise the Creator, praise me, man. I did all the work. My excellent persuasion. My rhetoric is infallible. You can drop down these catwalks, but beware of fall damage, especially if you have mods that increase it. Like me. You know, I really should just post a link to all the mods, like make a comment or a discussion with all the New Vegas mods I'm using for this playthrough on the Steam group page. In fact, I think I might do that after this episode's done. That seems like a good idea. Oh, and you'll be seeing ads for some of my videos I've made here because I have whoever wrote this music, which is a brilliant musician, I must say. Or apparently YouTube recognized that it was copyright claimed. So if you really don't like there being ads, and I can't really know much about it obviously because it's not mine. If you don't like ads or you don't really care about music, just let me know and I can disable it. through game options, and it will not pop up anymore in my videos, and it'll just be me talking, or maybe even some like Creative Commons music or something. But basically, if you don't care, or you really don't want ads, and you don't use ad block or whatever, then by all means just let me know, and I will go to my way to make sure that these videos are not these videos are ad free, as that's my intention. I don't Duckbeater and I aren't really monetizing, at least yet, so we don't intend to make you guys sit through ads just to see our videos. This is mostly just for fun for the two of us.
I waited to speak with you one last time before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer. I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity
Yeah, thanks,
how you
Meng.
delivered us to the threshold of the great journey.
I did not just say Meng.
Our preparations are nearly complete, but the rockets that will carry us to salvation...
Oh, now that you mention it, I'm a smarty, and I've collected those components already.
Jason says that I am to cooperate.
It's like I'm Psychic or something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing that. Okay, well, I do have the igniting agent.
Yes, that's the stuff.
Oh,
The
dude.
container shielding
Open your
must be
eyes.
intact
You're
and
creeping me
detect-
out.
Now all I need is the
Just spread that all over your naked chest or something. Rub your...
Indeed you did.
Okay, I'm just gonna... You can just go now, please. Alright. So, Jason's gonna want you to head up to the... where we just walked from. Up in the little ghoul penthouse. And there's a door there that leads to the launch control pad panel thing,
Gather all.
which you are required to interact with to set the rockets to launch.
Help me speak true.
I've been neglecting my science skill,
Fit
haven't
to
I?
answer our prayers. The time has come
I'll double check.
for us to board the rockets and begin the
I have a
great
decent
journey.
base, but I'm not going to have enough science skill to interact with the rockets, I think. You need 60 or 55, I believe, and I can only get up to 50 currently with skill magazines. As improve my intelligence won't do any good because I already have 9. All right. So the door's right here. It says Repconn test site, but this is where you need to go. It's sort of a door that leads out to a balcony. And here, we can interact with the launch button. But before you do that, you need 55 science, and you can either improve the course of their rockets to make them arrive at their destination faster, which will give you some karma, or you can set the rockets to crash into each other, which will make you lose some karma. Either way, you get 55 extra science, and I think the experience rewards change, and you also lose reputation with Novak, I believe, and get a negative story event at the end of the game if you make the rockets crash. Although I don't believe you actually lose... No, I don't think you lose reputation if you make them crash, but you still lose karma, so... I can't interact with it at all, so it's irrelevant to me. And the game decides, hey, you know what, we're going to play Fight the Valkyries right now. So, you know, I think I'll do my rendition of it for you. I'm very sorry. I think that would make Duck happy, so I did it for him. Even though he's probably never going to watch these. No one's ever going to watch my videos. So 800 experience for that, and I think that makes it all worth it. Isn't that right, Boone? Oh, don't look at me like that. You know, I think with that quest, I'll head back to back first, and then we'll end it off. But do not fret, my loyal viewer, for I shall put out a second part almost immediately, because this one will require very I don't think I'll have to edit this video at all. I can just upload it right away. Well, I'll render it, obviously, but I can do that overnight. Or something. You know, I can probably set up like an auto upload thing. And I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I'm going to try to get out the next video after this one as soon as possible, because I'm really starting to have fun with this. And I'm getting kind of used to the whole recording, uploading format, so... Oh, I just did the thing again. I'm sorry. If that bothers you. I just skipped the minigame. But, yeah. I can put out videos faster now, because I'm just more comfortable with it. So, if you didn't do the terminal Manny Vargas' house, he'll tell you now that where the cons are. But even if you did and you don't, it's not prompting you to talk to him, you should talk to him anyway, because that's how you get more reputation with Novak, and with that you can get a unique player home. Well, not really unique, but a player home. Which will be given to you by Cliff Briscoe.
Evening.
Yeah, hi, Chris. Manny, where are you? You in here? No, that's Eddie and Boone. Are you walking to your... No, are you walking to your house or something? I suppose it's plausible that he's inside the dinosaur right now, as it's kind of the shift for his shift. Although I... Yeah, there you are, wow.
You have any luck with the ghouls?
Yeah, they're no longer Repconn, man.
Really? Unbelievable, man. I
Okay,
knew that
this guy
wasn't
talks a
gonna be
little
easy,
bit too like me, too
but I
much
had a
like
good
me.
feeling about you. You look like you've been through a
It's
lot.
kind of creeping me out.
Later.
Yeah, see you later, man. And now we're idolized. Which means...
I don't know if you know, but since Jeannie Mae passed, I've been keeping an eye on her properties for her. I think it's time we gave everything back to you, so take this key and make yourself at home at our motel. It'll open the room on the second floor, closest to the lobby.
Thank you, friend.
Come back soon now.
And I believe those are all the main things you want to get done here in Novak. So, unique gun on that shelf there. And you completed the quest. There's some ammo in those boxes. And what else? I think that's pretty much everything. The unique weapon is called that gun. It's a unique 5.56 millimeter pistol. Oh, and you can buy, if you have the GRA installed, the Gun Runner's Arsenal, you can purchase a unique hunting rifle from this guy called Paciencia. But it costs a lot, so you need a lot of caps to buy it, or a lot of valuable stuff to buy it. And I'm not even like close to being able to get it for me. So we'll have to come back later, or never, depending on what weapons we get. All right. Well, with that being, oh, hey, ammo. Blah blah blah. With that being said, I think I'm going to end this part here. We did pretty much we did most of the Come Fly With Me quest. At least the walking and talking part involving NPCs. We did all the components and stuff in the last part, really. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next part.